right, we are back with another of our openings oddities games, and this time we did the grob last time. We've done the bird. Let's start picking from the truly odd, and I'm not trying to completely troll somebody with like A4, H4. Okay, knight A3, knight H3. We can get away with. Even Mr. Barnes, we might be able to get away with one of those. So let's play a few games with some of these and get in the seek and see what we can do. All right. Okay, E4. Okay, we'll try to get away with this. Uh-huh. I appreciate the same-ish, but I feel like because of F3 we can justify our knight on H6 with this early F5 move, which we normally don't have in the same-ish King's Indian, and that's a bonus, I think. All right. I'm probably going for too much with this move, but we're going to try it. Wanted a good square. How much is a good square worth? Giving yourself a backwards pawn forever. Maybe. Okay. Okay. I'm actually pretty satisfied with how this turned out. Knight F5, knight D4. Should probably take, honestly, since this bishop hasn't moved. Otherwise, you get a square, I get a better one, I think. Knight B5, A6. Bishop take, yeah, all day long. Getting some space on the king side over here. It's like a dynamic Benoni where I'm not really squeezed. So I feel really good about our chances. That takes some footing away from the knight. All right, we'll go this way with a discovery on the rook and threatening there. Okay. Turn that alarm off real quick and let's go for more. Bishop pair is looking pretty sweet. I'm not too worried about that because I can drop back. G3 is probably a good move. All right, that makes a lot of sense. Let's... Ooh, do I want to weaken that way? Let's play Can We Get Away With It? We can't. That was garbage. Got it. Crap baskets. All right. we will make it work anyway. Still have that song. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. I don't know. I'm just in a good mood today. What can you do? I think it's because I'm almost done with like 24 hours worth of recordings. It's just it gets monotonous. I like just playing chess sometimes. What can you do? Yeah. Understandably, opponent resigns there. Not an absolutely terrible game, 1 knight h6, and against 1 h3, like a lot of the lines and openings oddities, I recommend both e5 and d5, and here I like, and I go over this in detail in the course, I like moves that are going to take away natural squares. And e5 directly plays against knight h3. And you got to be careful with the counterpart, the sodium attack. There is, I mean, first thing you see is Carlsen winning a game. Carlsen, he's got some reference games in the book, believe it or not, with knight a3, as well as a lot of our other peculiarities, we'll say. As knight a3 can be justified in many openings, especially in the Catalan and the Ready complex. So I do go over how d5 can be a bit dangerous versus knight a3. So I like e5 versus that as well, and this scores a lot better for our perspective. So keep in mind, take these peculiarities seriously. It's got to be noted though, because some people are like, "What are you doing against like 1a4, 1h4, 1a3, 1a3 is actually reputable because it'll transpose into a lot of English or Sicilians and that colors reverse Sicilians rather, those types of positions. That's okay. But h4 and a4, I basically recommend entire colors reverse repertoires. So I just went nuts, honestly. And it's a great way to highlight key ideas of, all right, so after e5, if e4, I give like a colors reverse Scotch option. Against c4, colors reverse Alpin, Rossalimos, open Sicilians, Perk, center counter, Carl Khan. I did that with e5 and d5. So it's not so much to study because you're going to be facing this and someone's treating it as a repeatable system, but to give ideas for colors reverse repertoires and to show transpositions and structures. So I found it very fun doing this type of work. So a lot of these lines at the end of opening oddities, the truly odd, a4, h4, and h3, I do a lot of colors reverse systems, but objectively, you just need to have a working knowledge of chess to play against those. But knight a3, knight h3 even, as we just saw, a3, you need to understand transpositions and how they can be dangerous. Also, Grob and Polish, we've taken a look at some of those lines. And then I do give you actual real coverage in the text of serious systems with the Nimzo Larsen, Bird, English. E3 goes into a lot of decent systems. Sergos, as we can see, Tori, Kali, London. And the guy cutting the grass definitely doesn't want me to be doing recordings today, which is kind of why I'm taking a break anyway in two of these. G3 and D3, Binko and the Mises, where we got King's Indian attack lines, multiple transpositions, backwards Binkos and Benonis, and then Catalan. And I've got actually two options for the Catalan recommended, showing different move orders, making it work across our lines. So hopefully this has been somewhat entertaining, and you get a little bit of an interest in the Opening Oddities course. Of course, you don't have to jump in and pay for the whole thing. The short and sweet, hopefully by the time this video airs, is available, where you can take a look at the free version of the course, and it'll have roughly an hour of video content where you can test out the lines before making the plunge. And the short and sweet typically has, say, 20 highlight variations And the main course, I want to say, is somewhere around 450 variations with roughly 100,000 words. So I think we're going to do one more of these just because I'm in the mood to play a little bit more chess today. And then we're going to call this Openings Oddities series. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining in.